Eugene here with a review on the Zyuden Sentai Kyoryuger Super Complete Works book. Yes, friends. Well, Kyoryuger is the 37th Sentai of the series that aired in 2013 to 2014 with 48 amazing episodes with 2 movies and a V Cinema, Kyoryuger the Movie, Gabber and Cho of Music, Kyoryuger vs. Go Buster, and Kyoryuger's 100 Years Later. And so, friends, this book is 100 pages long with Gabber and Cho fun and a nice book, by the way, with colorful pages and very, very glossy looking pages as well. But this book was released in 2014 after Kyoryuger's ended. So take a look at the cover. Right here it says Zyuden Sentai Kyoryuger right here. And right here it has in kanji the name of the book here. And it got the Super Sentai logo here. Got a nice shot of Kira Red coming at you with the Gabatura Fang with the explosion in the background. And so let's go ahead, friends, and get into the heart of this. Let's go ahead and get into the heart of this book here, friends. And you all know Kyoryuger's is my 3rd favorite Sentai. Love Kyoryuger's to death here. I really do. But anyway, on page 2 here, we have the table of contents right here. And right here, we got all 6 Kyoryugers with a nice explosion background effect here. Got a nice close-up of all 6 Kyoryugers right there. And then you can see on the top here, we got like a nice 3D effect image here of, you know, whenever the Judenchi appear, and then they show the dino and then so on. On the next page, page 3, a nice shot of Gabatera with the Sentai logo. Really cool there. Next page, page 4 and 5. This is one of my favorite images here, but here's a nice shot of all 10 Kyoryugers here at the top, all up here. Then a nice shot, you know, showing us like a 1, 2, 3, 4 step of, you know, them doing their famous samba dance before transforming, the Judenchis, and so on. And then look at all the Zyuden Ryus. Really cool there. So the next page, page 6 and 7, we're pretty much seeing all the transformation devices and weapons the Kyoryugers have. Here is a transformation device for the Kyoryugers, the Gabber Revolver, and then the Gabber Changer for Kira Gold, and then the Gabberin Cannon with the Gabber Revolver and the Gabber Caliber combined together. And then here is the Ginga Gabber Revolver. So really nice here, just to show us all the transformation devices they all have. Now, friends, the fun part, and that is pretty much showing off the Senshis of the series. And so here we go. Here is Daigo, and there's his Judenchi right there. And he is known as Kira Red. And so here is his Zyuden Ryu, also known as Gabatera, the T-Rex. Next page, page 10 and 11. Here is In. And then there's his Judenchi right there. And he is known as Kiru Black. And then there's his Zyuden Ryu, which is Parasagon. And please, friends, don't forget about the annotations. I want to keep reminding you in case I do forget something. So anyway, here on page 12 and 13, here is Nosa. And I'll put his actual name in the annotations. And then there's his Judenchi right there. He is known as Kiru Blue. And then there's his Zyuden Ryu, which is Stegagachi. Next page, page 14 and 15. Here is Soji. And then his Judenchi right there. He is known as Kiru Green. And of course, his Zyuden Ryu is named Zactor. Next page, page 16 and 17. Here is Amy. And then there's some more nice images of her there. And there's her Judenchi right there. And she is known as Kiru Pink. And then her Zyuden Ryu is known as Drykera. Next page, page 18. Now here are all the Zyuden arms. Pretty much the Gabatera Fang, the Para Shot, Stegagachi Shield, Stego Shield, Zactor Slasher, and the Drykera Lance. All the arms up. And then there's the Xander Thunder for Kiru Gold. And then on page 19, you can see you got the Fang Shot and the Shield Land Slasher. and a whole bunch of awesome cool effects you can do with them. Now page 20 and 21, friends, and we are checking out our 6th Senshi. Here is Maru, and some nice images of him here. And then there's his Judenshi. He is known as Kiru Gold. And then his Juden Ryu is Terra Gordon. Next page, page 22. Here is Ramraz, which is known as Kiru Saiyan. And then there's his Juden Ryu, Ankidan. And then on page 23, here is Tessai. He is known as Kiru Gray. And then his Juden Ryu is Bunpaki. Next page, page 24 and 25. Here is Yayori. And then there's her Judenshi right there. And she is known as Kiru Violet. And then her Juden Ryu is Plezzo. Next page, page 26 and 27, just shows you other allies such as Yoku, Shinyan, the Doctor, pretty much other people that were Kiru Saiyan, Kiru Gray, and Kiru Violet, and then Nosa's family, and then the Doctor and Yayori in the cockpit of Plezzo, and then more nice final attack shots here. Next page, page 28 and 29. Here is our 10th Kyoryuger. Here is Torin. And there's his Judenshi right there. And he is known as Kiru Silver. With his feather edge, which is his weapon, his primary weapon. And then his Juden Ryu is Bragigas. Yes, friends. Page 30 now, we're focusing on some of the allies that appeared in Kyoryugers, but here is Dantas. This is Daigo's father. And then here is Soji'S mother and father right here. And then here's some images from Spirit Base, what we've seen in Spirit Base. On page 31, there's Gentle, that's Amy's butler. And then Mikio from the movie. And then right at the bottom here is good old Topospino, along with his Judenshi. So anyway, next page, page 32 and 33, pretty much shows us different forms of Kyoryuger Red Carnival. But here's Kyoryuger Red Carnival, and then Mini Terra, and then, you know, the different forms. So the next page, page 34 and 35, we're just seeing the other Judenshis 11 through 23, and pretty much what they all do in the show. Same thing here. You can see Judenshi number 12, Dino's Grandeur, became a weapon for Kiru Black. So, next page, page 36. Here is just, you know, pretty much the showing us the Victory and Maximum Judenshis. And in the Charger, they put their Judenshis in. And then the armed up version that we saw in the movie. And all 10 Kyoryugers. Now the next page, we're showing off the mechas, and that is page 37. And so here is Kyurujin, pretty much the three mechas. Gabatera, Stagagachi, and Drykara combined together to become this mighty mecha here. There's the cockpit. Next page, page 38. Here are some different other forms. We got Kyurujin Western, Kyurujin Macho, and Kyurujin Kung Fu. And then we got on page 39 our 6 Senshi's mecha, which is Terai Deno. And then Terai Deno Western, the combo with Stagagachi and Parasagon. I mean, Zakdor and Parasagon, excuse me. Next page, page 40. Here is the combo with all 6 Kyoryugers, and it is Raiden Kyurujin. And then here is Plezzo right here. Oh, and Kiru Violet's mecha is known as Plezon. Not Plezzo, Plezon. So this is Plezo right here, the actual mecha here. And then here is Bakuretsu Kyoryuger, the combo with Kyoryuger and Bupaki and Plezon to become this mighty mecha. Now, next page, page 42. Here is Bragio. That is Silver's mecha. And then here is our movie mecha, which is known as Spino Dio. And then on the next page, page 43, here is, let me see, hold on, let me find that. Gigant Kyoryuger, and then got the Gigant Cannon right there. So here we go, friends. Now we're going with the images, episodes, and images part mainly in these books. But anyway, basically in Kyoryugers they didn't do episode 1, episode 2, episode 3. They did Brave 1, Brave 2, Brave 3. So anyway, so checking out page 44 and 45, pretty much checking out images from Brave 1. Here's Brave 1. And you can see some nice helmetless images here of the 10 Kyoryugers. Next page 45, showing off Brave 2. So we'll go ahead and skip to page 47, and then pretty much here is Brave 5 and 6, and then page 49. Here is Brave 9 and 10. So showing off Kyoryuger's debut here. So page 55. Here we go. We're seeing images from Brave 21, Plezo's debut. So next page, page 57, pretty much scenes from Brave 24 and 25. So page 63. Just showing off images from Brave 32, Brave 34. And then on page 64 and 65, showing off Brave 35, 36, and 37. So here's 35, and then 36, and then 37. So next page, 66 and 67, pretty much showing off Brave 38, and then Brave 39. And then page 72 and 73, showing off Brave 47 and 48, which is the final episode. So on page 74 and 75 pretty much shows us, the lyrics in kanji of both the opening and ending themes. That's pretty much all it is here. And the nice little nicknames we hear from each Kyoryuger, like Gabu, Gabu, and Drakir, or Zaktor, or something like that. So anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much the whole purpose here. And as you saw, whenever I was showing off the images of the episodes, they do give us little kanjis and information on what happened in a particular episode. And the next page, friends, page 76 and 77, we are now focusing on the Kyoryugers, the movie Gabbrin Show of Music. And so here we go. And then there's Death Ruger right there. Just nice little shots, images that we've seen in the movie. As a matter of fact, I did watch a little bit of this movie the other day. Still love it. So the next page, page 78, 79, 80, and 81, we are focusing on the Kyoryugers versus Go Busters movies. So here we go. You can see Aubrey Red and Tyranno Ranger made an appearance in that movie as well. So a nice movie there. I enjoyed it. So on page 80, here is the 5 Go Busters, and of course the Judenchi's there, and then the mecha. And then here are the Kyoryugers and the Go Busters all helmetless together, which is really neat there. And oh, friends, look at this on the next page, page 81. Here is the first appearance of the next Sentai, our 38th Sentai, which is Zyuden Sentai Kyoryuger. Let me back up a little bit. Kind of hard to see there. And then the villains that were in that movie as well. And then some other movies they featured in. There is the Kyoryuger Russia there. So, next page, page 82, 83, 84, and 85 focuses on the V-Cinema of Kyoryugers, which is called Kyoryugers 100 Years Later. So here's some nice images here. And then on the next page. And then again on the following page, page 84. Now the next page, friends, page 86 and 87, we are now focusing on the villains of the series, and they are known as the Dead Boss Army. And I'll put that name in the annotations. But here is the villain of the series. Here is Dead Boss. And then there's Chaos or Chaos. One of the two. I'll put his name in the annotations too. We got Canderilla. Then there's Mad Torin. And just pretty much giving us some kanji by the name of what he did in the show. And then more images of the villains and so on. So next page. Here is the Gold. And Auguron. Indolf. And then there is Lucky Row. And then on the next page, page 90, just more villains. There's Death Ruger right here with the Flute Buster right here. And then Kill Baron. And then Ice Baron. Like I said, I'll put those names in the annotations. And then here's some more of the Dead Boss Army here. On page 91 here, and then 92, more on the villains here. 93, more on the villains. Mostly monsters. And then on page 94, friends, here is some more of the villains here. Now on page 95, we got nice images of the crew and cast and so on. So here, and then here. But here's something cool. I am so glad he did with this. But here is an image from Passing the Torch with Red Buster and Kira Red. And Kira Red with Tokyo Ichigo. Which is really cool. And that's something I like. I'm going to get a little close up just so you can see that. But I think that's really neat here. And then we've got more nice images of the cast here. And then on page 96, here's some more nice images of the cast and crew. Mainly from when the Kyoryugers versus Go Busters movie here. And then here are the 6 Kyoryugers all helmetless here. Now on page 97, this is another part of my favorite, the episode list and schedule here. And you can see here that the time that Kyoryugers came on, and then when the first episode started and when the last episodes ended. So anyway, so here's a whole bunch of the list here of all the episodes here. And then on the next page here just shows us the movies that came out and the V-Cinema and more DVD covers and so on. And then on page 99, friends, on page 99, here's an image here from the final episode of Kyoryugers, pretty much saying their final goodbye here. And more images here. And on the back cover, friends, just got some nice images here from what we saw in the final episode. And right here it says, Vamola Mocho. So, anyway, so friends, that is it for this book here. And so let's go ahead and conclude. Well, friends, my final thoughts on this book. I absolutely love this book. And I am definitely happy to have this book in my collection because I'm a die-hard Kyoryuger fan. This is, like I said, my third favorite Sentai. You can't go wrong. But, if you are a die-hard Kyoryuger fan, go pick this up. The colors in this book are just flat out amazing. And to say that this book came out in 2014, this book looks absolutely fantastic still. So, yeah, like I said, I highly do recommend this book. I mean, like I said, if you are a fan of Kyoryugers, don't pass this book up. I think the price may be a little bit pricey on it in the secondary market, like Mandrake and so on. So, I think 4,000 yen would be a very reasonable price on this book. I think that's how much I spent on this book here. But like I said, I'm definitely happy to have it. And so once again, I will say this, I know I'm repeating myself, I do highly recommend this book. So please don't pass it up if you are a Kyoryuger fan like I am. But anyway, friends, that is it for this review. Please check out my blog, follow me on Twitter, and to like my Facebook. And if you like this review, please smack that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And my friends, this review on the Zyuden Sentai Kyoryuger Super Complete Works book. I hope you enjoy. And once again, don't forget to hit that bell icon to be notified when I upload a new video. So my friends, I'm Eugene. I'm signing out. Have a good day. And friends, I most assuredly see you next time. Bye, my friends.